Now, every Wednesday, of course, we unpack all things to do with our environment, sustainability, and I'm delighted. We've been looking forward to this conversation because there's something happening just outside the bay at a place called Crossways Farm Village, and I'm delighted to have Dr. Chris Mulder and his wife Pat joining me live in studio this morning. Dr. Chris and Pat, good morning and welcome to Kingfisher FM.
Good morning, Gareth. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for making the trip out from your beautiful little heaven there into our big city. So, Dr. Chris, tell us the story. Why Crossways? How did you guys get involved?
Well, it came a long way, actually, after we were involved with Teeson Island and Belvedere and Bazula. And
sure, those are good places, eh?
We decided what's going to happen in rural South Africa. 40% of people in this country live in rural South Africa. In other words, outside the urban edge.
Yes.
And I've made a concept, why don't we try something in rural South Africa?
Yes.
We tried it 3 times in the Western Cape. They couldn't get approvals because they said we're outside the urban edge.
Yeah.
And I said the rural area is, of course, outside the urban edge. Eventually, we ended up in the Eastern Cape in Koga municipality. I saw the site, and our sales manager showed me the site. And there's a whole lot of things there. The Woodridge College, the school, a double-lane freeway into PE, and the site is magnificent. And PE can only go westwards. It can't go anywhere else.
Yes.
So, and that's why I decided. And then Crossways came up, but the Eastern Cape said you can do it, but we can't give you water, sewer, power, nothing.
No.
You've got to do everything yourself.
You had to do all of that?
Yeah, and it was an onerous condition those days. 10 years, 12 years ago, it was a very onerous condition, unheard of in the country.
Yeah.
But there's another concept there in part of the community. I wanted to be close to one of these communities who were shifted out of the cities in the old days. The whole old Western Cape is riddled with them. And I tried, every time I tried in the Western Cape, I located the place next to such a community. And then, of course, Thornhill, and we could embrace Thornhill now. We formed an alliance with them.
Wonderful.
We created a trust with them to support them. Everything we sell, 2.5% goes into the trust, which is very well managed, audited. And we raise money for the community, and it's embedded in the title deeds as well.
Wow. So there's a legacy program beyond.
Yeah, there's a community legacy program. Definitely, that's part of the deal.
Sure.
So they've got 3 trustees, we've got 3 trustees in the trust, the community trust, and we fund the trust, and in the title deed is embedded in the title deed forever. So there's a constant income stream going to the community from us.
I think it's a good place to start a concept that we actually are trying to get going. People find it a little difficult to understand exactly. They always just talk about the development.
Yes.
But, they've got to understand it's a new town.
It's a whole new...
It's not a gated community. It's not an estate. It's a rural new town.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you've had to produce your own water.
Yeah.
And the whole
management.
That's part of the idea, actually.
The whole management system.
Self-sustaining.
And that's what's really very a good seller at the moment, because people want to get off the grid. They want to be away from all the difficulties.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say now, 10, 12 years ago, very onerous to do everything yourself. And we also struggled, why did it happen to us, and when it didn't finish, and then COVID came.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't get the fiber from Cape Town to Durban except over our land.
Everything works for a reason.
And now all of a sudden, 5 years ago, nobody thought it was possible to work from home. And COVID taught us. So we got the fiber, 200 megabits per second to every house. Our security runs on fiber. Our systems runs on fiber. Water.
So you're in the main line of the fiber that was needed to come through into the city.
Yes, because we're on the end too. That is the attraction.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, let's quickly talk about where Crossways is. I'm sure most people are aware of it, but for those who don't know, we're down in the Eastern Cape, Nelson Mandela Bay. We know Jeffreys Bay down the road there, great surfing spot. So we're heading in that direction. There's a glorious bridge there, Van Staden's Bridge, a gorge there. And you're literally just going across that on the way to Jeffreys Bay. And you've got the beautiful mountains on your right. And you see there's you think somebody should be living there. That looks like a great spot.
But you can't see.
it. And that's where Crossways is.
Yeah, the bridge is on the farm. The Van Staden's River is our boundary.
Okay.
And it's on the boundary. East of the Van Stadens is Nelson Mandela Bay. West of the Van Stadens is Koga. So we fall under Koga.
Okay.
We've got pumping rights out of the river, Van Stadens River, for our irrigated pastures, where our club members roam. We've got
Yeah.
500 club members. They're
Sure.
all black and white. They've got 4 legs. They mow the lawns for free. They fertilize the lawns for free.
4 legs.
And they go to the clubhouse twice a day to drop milk, and they never complain.
This sounds like a great club.
We can't hear them.
So from that water, we purify our own water. So we
Sure.
prepare through a package plant, a potable water treatment plant. We prepare our own water. We've got our own sewer system, constructed wetlands. We clean up the water. And we provide the fiber, we provide the roads, we provide the infrastructure. There's no municipality controlling us. Yeah, we fall under KOGA and we want to be part of KOGA. And we are part of KOGA, but we do everything ourselves,
Sure.
of course, with their approval.
Yeah. So who's staying there? I mean, is this local people that are moving out there? I mean, is this people from overseas? Who are you finding that's coming through there, Pat?
Well, we have, yes, we do have people from overseas. They come to us for the summer.
Yes.
And then go back to their
Oh, really?
summer.
Eh? So we've
Yeah.
got some swallows arriving.
And they work off grid. They work with the fiber.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they can continue
Okay,
doing what
wow.
they're doing, and even that they have to fly to South Africa, stay here. It's much cheaper for them to do that
Yeah,
than
yeah.
stay at, say, in Holland or in England.
I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there quite a lot. I see some families are staying there now as well, eh?
Yeah,
Well,
there's people with young kids and older people.
So this
the
is
whole
not
mix.
this is not a retirement
Yeah,
getting
no,
away
no.
from the city. This is now people's livelihoods. They're living there.
There are
They're working
many
from
young
there.
people. So one of the lady that actually wants to start the school, she said,
Wow.
"But watch it, you're going to see all young people." I said, "But we love that. That's fine.
It's a
exactly
preschool.
what-
Okay.
preschool. And it's so safe for the children, when they come home in the afternoons, they play on the streets like in the olden days. Play tennis on the streets, play
That's
with
right.
their cars on the streets.
Big fruit on the street.
Pick fruit.
Yeah, we've planted all the parks with fruit
Okay,
trees.
wow. Huh?
Yeah.
And then go and play with the members as well, huh?
That's
The 4-legged
right.
ones.
Well,
huh?
our members, that we get fresh milk on the farm. They can buy fresh milk at
Wow.
the restaurant there from the dairy.
Man, sounds too good to be true. Sounds like the lifestyle we want, eh?
Well,
Yeah,
these days it are,
exactly.
because now people can work from home. We've got our infrastructure is not imploding. We're going to look at solar farms and provide electricity. And like I said, we've got our own water, own roads, own sewer, everything, and it's managed well.
So, Pat, I can imagine now. This sounds like this is not just your working. It sounds like there could be a big team behind this. All of this. I'm not. That's making this all happen. So, who's making Crossways
happen.
and so successful at the moment?
Well, I think everybody loves it so much that even the people you probably know, Gareth,
Yes.
want to participate.
Yes.
They always say, well, can't we do this? Can't we do that? And then all we have to say is, okay, let's get together, and then we talk about it. So it's actually wonderful. In the beginning, we talked about community, and that's exactly what's happening. It's a community that wants and enjoys that life, and all they want to do is promote it and do more and more of it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
we've got a variety, of course, very small stands. Our small stands was 270, 280 square meters. That's smaller than an RDP stand. But the design and the layout of the stands and the design what we put on there are light years away from that, So our small stands is plus minus 280, 300 square
Yes,
meters.
yes.
Then it goes to 400, 500, 1,000, 1,500, up to 5,000 square meters on
Sure.
the bigger plots. So there's a big variety, and anybody who's interested in living there is welcome to live there. It's an inclusive community, and we're trying to make it as
Wonderful.
best we can.
Yeah, listen, it's a very special place. I've got a few friends that stay out there. We were out there not too long ago with the kids, and my son and my friend's son said, we're going to go play in the park. And the first thing is like, oh, okay, let me drive you. And it's like, no, we're going to walk there. And
Yeah.
hours later they came back having fun, and it is a real sense of that's the values that we're looking for in our community, and Crossways is providing that.
Yeah, and I think what's really nice is, it's on the end too, but you can't see the residential
Yes.
area. So if
Yes.
if you were to show them this, they wouldn't probably even believe you, because everybody
that's
says,
right
so
there,
where
huh?
do the people stay?
There with
And
the
that's-
cows.
There with the cows, right at the back somewhere.
We've got full approvals for all 700 stands, so there will be between
700.
650 and 700 houses. There's a commercial area we call the village center.
Wow.
Work, which looks like this.
And how many stands currently built in?
There's about 72 houses built.
Wow,
and
so the
we
potential
sold
is-
150.
Wow.
And there's about 3-4 houses a month that get submitted to our design review panel, and then you can build.
Incredible. Hey?
As long as you follow the rules and follow the guidelines, and
Yes.
everybody's
You're
welcome.
Dr. Mulder and Pat, you've won many awards, by the way, for their involvement over the years in projects locally and international. Joining us here in studio, we're talking Crossways Farm Village. For more information, go to crossways.co.za. And I was reading somewhere that, Chris, you guys actually were in Teeson Island, had probably one of the prime spots, a view of the heads, the ideal location. You gave that all up because you saw this vision, this dream at Crossways. Is that true?
Yeah, Gareth, I believe, like with Teeson Island, we stayed on the site from day one. And we helped develop and co-develop, and part of the development team, we of course planned and designed it. And with Crossways, it was the same thing. If you're not there and you're not committed, you've got to show commitment. We're passionate about this concept, we're passionate about the product, and we've decided to go live there and build there. And we just moved in. We rented for 3 years, and now we moved into our own new house.
That was amazing. You've seen the development and the growth, particularly over the last couple of years. It's been quite exponential, Pat.
Yes, it has, yes. I think, well, it took a little bit of hard work to get there, but now we're also seeing so many people are interested, and they're beginning to understand the concept, because we've always been involved in new.
Yes.
And anything new is difficult for people to accept, because it's out of their comfort zone.
So people are coming up because they're seeing something that's happening there. The market's part of the lifestyle that you guys are wanting to bring as well.
Yeah, the market and the fact that we can show the people what is there, and it's amazing. Even every day, a lot of people say, I didn't know there were houses, and because you can't see it. Once we've got the industrial area right next to the freeway, to the N2, we've got a huge light industrial site there, which you're going to start servicing early next year. And then the factories can go up, and then you'll have visibility. You
mentioned I think the internet is quite a big plus there. Water you've had to sort out. You even mentioned solar a little bit. So is this looking to be like a self-sustaining village? Is that part of the idea?
Yeah, that's definitely part of the idea. We're already self-sustained in that we do provide our own water, clean our own water, do our own sewer. And we encourage people now to put up solar from the beginning. Very, very soon we might apply for a solar farm to provide our own power, and then we're completely off-grid.
Municipal services?
Yeah, we do all the service
ourselves.
All roads, yeah. Of course, it has to be approved. It's up to stand. Because we do our own roads, we do design everything as labor intensively as possible. Why? Because we want to create jobs for the community. Our street lights, for instance, we manufacture our own street lights. One guy cuts the wood and finds the wood. Another guy welds the footing inside, and another guy makes the concrete footing. And we put it together, and we only buy the little LED fitting. Instead of importing 400 street lights from Europe or somewhere else, we make them ourselves.
Do it yourself, yeah.
And if we do roads, we use normally bricks, so that the community contractors, the small SMMEs, can come and help build the roads.
Yeah.
So everything we do as labor intensively as possible, which is the obverse of normal, what happens normally in the world.
Yeah, and I must just mention, everything just feels like it's got there's something special about it, I was there recently for an event. I had an egg and bacon roll, and it was like, I had stuff on there. I thought, you don't have to go to this kind of lengths for me, really. I would have just taken the egg and bacon, but this is really, it feels special, everything that's been done there. Mention the working dairy farm. The mountain bikers are going crazy out there. There's so many trails, the hikers as well, fishing, bird watching. The airstrip, we must mention the airstrip, because that's something new, exciting. The restaurant, and then future development. So tell us about the airstrip.
We applied for an airstrip on request, and we built the airstrip, and the airplanes are landing.
I'm going to fly to work and back.
People can fly, and
you can fly in and
there's
come
a taxiway to their stand, and
to their house.
To the hangar.
No. Yeah. Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah, it's all about our concept of creating value, enduring value. There's difference between value and enduring value.
Yeah.
Enduring value, the ultimate idea is your properties have to increase in value every year, or otherwise why would you invest?
Yes.
And the growth must be so much that it's worth investing.
Wow, and
that we've proven in Teeson.
Yeah, Teeson, Pazula, Belvedere, every place.
Absolutely, yeah. But this feels better. It feels a bit more special. It feels.
For me too. I remember our son Steph that works with us. We were discussing. I'm always, or normally, involved in aesthetics, and we were discussing how to improve the area. And one day I said to him, I said, Steph, this already is like a park. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
There's really not much we have to do. You know, you can enhance it a little, but it is really, it's a very, very beautiful area.
Yeah. Well, the slogan is "Don't get away from it all, get back to it all."
Absolutely.
Just feels like we're decluttering our lives and getting back to who we want to be.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly talk about some of the investment opportunities. So I remember originally, years ago, when we saw it, there was an idea of maybe a light industrial park, maybe
Still
commercial. That's still part of it.
Yeah,
I know the residential's strong, and so the feeling was, okay, maybe this is like a holiday place. No, there's starting to feel more and more like this is a town.
It is a town, and we have to put up a structure to manage a town as part of the estate management.
So there's opportunities that are going to come now over the next little while. The focus has been on residential, but we're starting to see a little shift now, a school and light industrial.
Yeah, and we're talking to a retirement group. We have 2 retirement sections next to the village center, and that's imminent. That's probably hopefully coming. And then the village center, and then the area of the dam. And there's various, because of the undulated nature of the site, you know, we had to identify analyze the site first. So there's high potential agriculture, which we're not touching. It's too important for food security. Then there's conservation areas, which we're not touching, conservation. And every area that wasn't high potential agriculture or conservation, we put humans.
Right. Putting humans there. We'll just slap the humans over there.
Yes, slap them in the end.
Okay, so this is becoming very fast a place for you to live the life you've always wanted to have, to get back to just nature, enjoying life. There's going to be school down the line. There's going to be medical facilities. There's going to be light industrial.
And the fiber, and we're also beaming the fiber into Thornley now, the little village.
What?
They can't afford fiber. The schools haven't got fiber, so we're going to allow the kids to have Wi-Fi in the schools.
I'm going to fly out of Crossways to Cape Town next time I've got a business trip. Hey? You've thought of everything there for us.
Yeah, we got to. That's the concept of supporting rural development. That's what I want. No, I want to show the government, and I show how it can happen. And now the concept is taking place. We're also, my son and them involved in Namibia with the same concept. We've been asked to come to look at the tribal lands. They've got millions of hectares where they can do this. We've been asked to do it in Madagascar, and we're looking at different areas to do it.
Okay, now you must stay here now. Just finish now. There's too much going on here.
Okay.
We're not going anywhere.
Okay, so Pat, tell us about the sales office. So that's open. We see that from the road when we drive past on the freeway. That's your point of entry. There you've got maps and information about the site. Is that right? Is that the point?
Yes, that's correct. And, in the beginning, our main focus was to bring people to Crossways, because most people didn't know about it, and you'll be surprised how many people don't know.
Yes.
And that was the reason why I started the market, so that we could just get them there, so that they know there is something there. But the sales office, I think, is really very informative. And Marianne, who's our sales manager, she's always there. She knows every little stone and every little earth and everything on the site, and she takes the people out, and Chris loves taking them out as well, just showing them everything. And most people really love it.
We want to build your dream as well, while you being part of the Crossways dream as part of it. So there's a process to come and have a look, the sales office, and make an investment, because what we're seeing, you mentioned 70 homes or something like that. So these are part of people's dream. This is the lifestyle that they really want. So there's an initial part of investing now, but it might come after a while, Chris.
We've got a couple of people now keep on investing and building and selling. There's no rental. There's almost no vacant house available to rent. The rentals are extremely well.
Sure.
And the people who have rental houses make a good return, because it's such a nice place to live, especially with children and the fiber now that we've got,
He loves the fiber. He keeps mentioning the fiber. I can just see that.
Yeah, because people come now from Europe and America. They come and they look at our prime stands there, and the prime view stands are 1.9 million. And one American woman said to me, "How much is that in real money?"
And then they laugh.
And I said $100,000, and they laugh.
Yeah.
They laugh.
Yeah. As long as they've got their fiber, they're fine. Okay, so the idea is come and have a look. The team will take you around. We'll have a look at the stand, see what's still available. There's development happening all the time. The airstrip sounds really exciting. Can't wait to see our plane take off and land there. Eh?
Oh, it's beautiful. Everybody runs to go and have a look.
And if you see the amount of people mountain biking out of their garages onto the tracks, out of their houses onto the walking trails and up the mountain, and I'm a bit of an exception. When I feel like mountain biking or feel like running up the mountain, I go and lie on my back until the feeling goes away.
Well, you've got fiber. You can just watch videos. You can pretend it's virtual.
Other people running.
We'll put a camera on someone for you, Chris. Don't worry. Okay, so crossways.co.za. There's an interactive map. There's information. You can look at the stands. You can see the growth that's happened there over the last while has been phenomenal. If you're there on the market, come and pop into the sales office, which is right at the restaurant as well. There's interactive maps there as well to come and have a look. Okay. When's the next market? It was now on Sunday, hey? So
yes, the end of the month. Is
last
and first. Always.
Last and first.
Last and
okay.
first.
Lovely. Come get my beetroot there. I love the beetroot there.
Oh my word.
Okay, thank you so much for just coming to share your passion for us. And I'm really trusting that for people there, they'll be reignited to think, just not about surviving, but about really living their very best life. Hey, don't get away from it all. Get back to it all. Hey, that's Crossways for you.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for your time and keep going. We'll see you out there.